Okay, how about your first subject? Are you everything ready now? ET, CST, ready there? Amar, everything okay now? Okay, how about revision mean your own revision? Others, they theorize okko. Now today the hatarani hatarat iwarai. Now we have only 2 hours. Then after 5th of November, then 5th, you have only 5 days, right? Just by the end. And tomorrow we doing your official final class tomorrow morning. That's only we doing for 2025. 2025 final class tomorrow 8 a.m. 7:30 a.m. Okkumalende final class. We doing our structured essay part. We doing after ET completed. Then we can revise again. Then after ET completed, I only doing one seminar class for revise everything. The essay model paper essay part and one structured essay question paper. Then I think that enough. And the ICT parts, I have sent you the Word note and Excel note. Then tomorrow I will send you PowerPoint note. Then you can practice it. Actually, I don't need to explain them. You can practice your own the short keys and tools. Everything you can practice. Actually, it is time wasting if I explain. Okay, then for before ET exam, everything will be complete from tomorrow. Tomorrow is tomorrow 8 to 12. Then I for after complete ET, how the ET were when? What's the date? 14th, right? Then it 14th, ne? Okay, 14th, and it is starting 19th. SFT1. Before SFT1, I will revise everything by 1 or 2 seminar. In a free time, I can arrange and that is not legal. Online no problem. Online no problem. Okay. 29. 29. 29. When proofreading dissertation, the author decide are you all completed the first part? First part, we discussed a lot of important things. We discussed in the first part. Actually, these final questions are easy in model paper. Only first 12 to 15 questions, little bit additional small points asking. Other questions are easy. These ICT questions, very easy. Okay. When proofreading a dissertation, the author decides that the word Sunny of power should be replaced with movement of force throughout the entire document. Yes, yesterday I explained. It is find and replace, right? The entire document. Wait, I will open a Word. Okay, this is a word processing software. Now, if I want to find and replace, where it is given. It is there is question about word count. It is in review. Okay, this is the replace. Then think I want to think this research word. The research word. If I want to change, replace with whatever, think another word. Make dala balamu. Then replace all. If I give replace all, then all everywhere in document the word will be changed into the replace word. Find and replace is a command. See, everywhere the research change with this word. Okay, this is find and replace. 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 Copy and paste, I think you already know. Cut and paste, you already know. Spell and grammar, it is in review. Find and paste, if you find and paste, it is only change only one position, not replace. It is find and replace. The word count command in computer word processing software is generally used to obtain the number of words in the document. The option that show other data obtainable via this command is okay. The word count kohitten. The word count. Okay, I'll share the document again. Word count. Okay, this is a tool. The word count in the review tab. Review tab එකේ තමයි තියෙන්නේ. Word count. See, this is a detail. This is a word count dialog box. It is given number of pages, number of words, number of characters, number of characters with spaces, characters without spaces, and paragraphs and lines. Okay, then now you can come to answers. Number of characters, okay, it is given. Number of characters without space and with space, it is given separately, right? Number of lines given. Spacing and grammar. Spacing and grammar is another tool. Spacing and grammar is another tool. See, spacing and grammar is not word count. It is not relevant word count. It is another tool. Okay, it's another tool. Then A and B only. A and B only. Very simple. Consider the statement given about some icons frequently used in word processing software. Drop cap indicates which enlarge the first letter of the article. Yes, that you already know, that we called as drop cap. May make it කියන්නේ drop cap කියලා. That we called as drop cap. It is enlarge the first letter in a paragraph, article of paragraph. It is correct. This is undo, correct. This is redo, correct. This icon indicate increase indent. No. What is this symbol? Then what is this symbol? Into left side, the arrow into left side. It is decrease indent. It is not increasing indent. It is decrease indent. This is the increasing indent. Increasing indent means this arrow into right side direction. Increasing indent. Okay, then this is wrong. A and B. Okay, this ICT question is easy. A and B. Very simple. To apply an animation to a selected part of a single slide in presentation software, must use animation. What is a command? Animation and effect object, or what is this? Animation and Amar, what is the answer? Animation and, yes, first you need to go for animation tab in the presentation software. Animation and what is the next part? Animation and add animation. Yes. Animation and add animation. Yes. Simple. Time no. Okay, this is good question. The MS Excel presentation given for 23 and 24 questions. The term test marks of grade 11 students are entered as shown above. When filling the column for subject marks, what tool should be used to make the name column or the subject row appear fixed to facilitate easy enter and observation of marks? Okay, what I want to do, filling the column for subject marks and their name columns. Subject marks, this part, this first column and first row, I need to fix. What is a tool? What is a tool? In Excel lesson, I explained. What is a tool? What's the tool? Freeze. I told in the lesson, in the Excel experiment day, I explained already how to do freeze, how to use this freeze tool. Okay, let me share again. Okay, this is the in Excel, the view tab. View tab okay, first of all, you need to select the row the think I want to freeze first 3 rows. Okay, think I want to freeze first 3 rows. Then I want to select fourth row and freeze plane. Okay, now you can see the first 3 column will be fixed. First 3 column will be fixed. Okay, that's a freeze plane, and there are different freeze options. Freeze top row and freeze first column. There are different options. But if you want selected area, if you want to freeze, we can next column or next row select and freeze plane option. Okay. Yes, we already discussed. Then it is freeze column. Freeze column. After entering marks for 9 subjects from column B. Column B mean it is given. It is not given column numbers. It is, this is a column A. This is B, C, D, E, F. In model paper, it is given. I forgot to add here. This is row number. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Which function should be applied in column K to calculate the average? Average, now it is very simple. The average function, average formula. What is the average formula? Is it AVG or full average term? That's it. That's the thing you need to consider, because other all are wrong. The average mean AVG or full average name. Yes, it is not average. AVG. It's the formula is full average name. See, equal. This is a tool. This is a formula. Average, not AVG. Not AVG. Okay, all formulas I have given in the tube. Okay, you can practice. Okay, 5. B2 to J2. Okay, this ICT questions easy. Which tool should be used to apply a background of slide creating using MS PowerPoint? Okay, if you want to change the background or add the background color, what is the tool? What is the tab make? Which tool? But it is asking actual tab. Which tab? It is new tab or design tab or layout tab or transition tab or animation play. What is this? Now, new mean open new document. Transition, not animation. Layout or design. Layout or design. Yes, it is design. Very good. They are simple. If you need to change the computer's date and time, which of the following tools should be used? Control panel. Control panel given date and time setting. Date and time setting given in the control panel. Among various input devices, eye tracking is used as a modern input device. Eye tracking devices are mainly used for, what is the answer? Eye tracking is modern technology which is used for who? It is mainly used full for disabled person. Disabled persons. Yes, for gaming for disabled person. Especially, especially eye tracking mean with our eye, it is sensitive. It is sensors working with our eye changes. Okay, then it is important for disabled individuals for game. Yes. Which of the following wearable input device? These modern things asking. Therefore, in your exam also, modern things asking. Yes, smart rings we can wearing can appear. Okay, ICT questions easy, right? The unit ohm meter express which of the following physical quantities? Ohm meter, ohm meter, ohm meter. Okay, let's start from first one. Resistance. What is the unit? Resistance. What's the unit? Ohm. Resistance. Ohm. Conductance. What is unit? Conductance. What's the unit? Isuru. What is the conductance unit? It is given in our syllabus. Our syllabus conductance. Conductance. Amavi. Conductance. It is given in the tooth. Amar. Anyone? Don't know? No, no, no. Not ohm meter. Oh. Conductance, I am asked. Conductance, what is a number? Now okay. Number note එක හොයන්න තියන්න එපා කියන්නේ දෙනෙත්. What is a conductance mean? මෙහෙම කරා මතකයි. What is the rho R equal rho L over A? Then what is the meaning of rho in this equation? What is the name of rho? It is resistivity. It is resistivity. Resistivity. Then what is the meaning of conductivity? It is resistivity, no? Resistivity. 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 Then what is the conductivity? Conductivity means reciprocation of resistance. Resistivity, reciprocation we called as conductivity. Then conductivity equal 1 over rho. Then what is the unit? Unit possible. Then what is the meaning of conductance? Conductance. Conductance means 1 over R. Resistance reciprocation. Reciprocation of resistance. Reciprocation of resistance. 1 over ohm. Per ohm is the unit. Per ohm is the unit. Then it. Per ohm is the unit. I have given in the tut. Okay, I will show you. I think tomorrow, yesterday, as I remember, not yesterday, 3 or 4 days before, I send again all notes, tutorial, and all videos into group in electricity lesson. See, conductance mean S equal 1 over R. Conductivity mean 1 over rho. It is given. Then conductivity unit per ohm. Sorry, that we can discuss. Conductivity, the normally resistivity unit is resistivity unit. I will show you. Resistivity unit is ohm meters. No? Then 1 over ohm meters. Then it is per ohm per meter. Per ohm per meter. Ohm minus 1, M minus 1 is the conductivity unit. The conductance mean S, it is 1 over R, 1 over ohm. It is per ohm. Note down. You can't remember. Okay, let's go to the paper. It is per ohm. Resistivity is the temperature coefficient resistance. What is unit? Temperature coefficient resistance. Temperature coefficient resistance. They all are in the electricity lesson. Temperature coefficient resistance. What is unit? This is the temperature coefficient resistance. This alpha is a coefficient. Then this, remember, it is unit per Kelvin, standard unit per Kelvin. Per Kelvin is the standard unit, per Kelvin. Okay, I will explain. Per Kelvin. Okay, they are not much important. Per Kelvin, oh, we can use as Celsius also. Okay, charge. What is the standard unit? Charge. Coulombs, yes, coulombs. That we call as C. Coulombs. 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 Temperature coefficient resistance. Okay, now the resistivity. The resistivity mean, as I told, R equal rho L over A. R equal rho L over A. The rho is the resistance, resistivity. Now, if I isolate this rho equal R A over L. RA over L. Then R unit is resistance ohm, area square meter divided by meter. Meter to this square meter cancel out. Then ohm meter is the unit. Ohm meter is the unit. Resistivity. Answer number 3. Answer number 3. Question number 40. It is very good question. What is the angular velocity? That means omega of the second hand. Second hand කියන්නේ මේ second indicator in the watch තත්පර කටුව කියන්නේ. හරිද? Second hand of the wall clock. Okay. Now, what is the meaning of angular velocity? Amavi, what's the meaning of angular velocity? Angular velocity, omega. Amar? Angular velocity mean angular displacement change within unit time. Angular displacement change within unit time. Angular displacement mean theta divided by time. Angular displacement change within unit time. Yes, very good. Okay, now what is the angular velocity of second indicator? Second indicator mean while rotate one revolution of second indicator, second hand, what is the time taken? Denith, කොච්චර time එකක් ගන්නවද තත්පර කටුව එක වටයක් කරගෙන? To rotate one full revolution, how many time is? What is the time? Denith? Denith, නිදිද? To rotate one revolution, Mitu, to rotate one revolution of the second indicator, how many time it's taken? Quickly, don't take time. It is 1 minute. Yes, 60 seconds. Yes, very good. It is 60 seconds. 60 seconds. 60 seconds. Okay, one revolution mean what is the angular displacement? One revolution mean one full cycle mean it is 25 radian. 25 radian mean 360 degrees. 360 degrees you already know 25 radian. 25 radian. Now 2 and 60 cancel out. It is 30. Answer number 2. 5 over 30 radian per second. Radians per second. Very simple, right? Very simple. Don't take very complex. Not actually in exam also this type simple questions asking in MCQ question. You are taking students taking very advanced. That's why doing mistakes. Question asks how 5K. Okay, in Arshad, in rotational motion lesson, we discuss, think this is a cycle. This is a circle and this is radius R. This radius R. If you got the arc, if you got this angle, now you know this full angle of the cycle is 360 degrees, right? 360 degrees. If you got this 360 degree angle in radian, theta radian, you know the basic equation, arc length in radian basic equation, arc length divided by the radius. Arc length means S divided by radius. Arc length divided by radius. Arc length of this the full cycle, full circle. What is the arc length? Arc length equal to circumference, right? I got that. The arc length equal to circumference of the circle. Then circumference equal to 2πr. 2πr. The radius of the circle, it is r. Then r to r cancel out. We can say theta radian equal to 5. Theta radian mean what is 360 degree equal 2π. This is the relationship. Then 360 degree, any object while rotating one complete revolution. One complete revolution mean starting from this point, when it is complete one revolution, it's complete 2π radian. It is a constant. Any object while rotating one revolution, it is complete 360 degree. No? 360 degree in radian, it is 2π radian. Complete? Clear? Ashar. Yeah. Now, okay, others also. Now, then අහන්න මේ තියෙන ප්‍රශ්න හරි. Then 360, the second indicator rotate one revolution mean it is 2π. 360 degree is 2π radian. 2π divided by 60 seconds. 2 and 60 cancel out, it is 30. As shown in the figure, the tension in the two strings Isuru clear? Mega? Okay. As shown in the figure, the tension in the two strings suspending on an object of weight WR T1 and T2, and T1 and two values are given. T1 equal 8 Newton. T1 T1 equal 8 Newton and T2 equal 6 Newton. Where T1 and T2 are perpendicular. T1 and T2 are perpendicular. It is perpendicular. Perpendicular means 90 degree. Find the mass of the object. Now, what is the lesson? What is the lesson? Force lesson. What is the part? In force lesson, final page. Final page. The equilibrium under three forces. Equilibrium under three forces. Okay, what is the concept? What's the theory part of the question? Equilibrium under three forces. Equilibrium under three forces. What is the concept? The resultant force of any two forces, magnitude equal with remain force and direction opposite. Understand? Now this is two force, T1 and T2. If you got the resultant force of these two forces, if it is system equilibrium, the resultant force magnitude equal to the W, and W and this resultant force opposite in direction. That is the concept. That is the theory part in the lesson. We discuss in the lesson. Okay, now are you understood, Arshad? This is a theory we discussing in the lesson. Okay, the resultant force of any two forces, it is magnitude equal with remain force. This is a remain force. This is a consider resultant force. Okay, if you got this R of these two resultant force, it is magnitude equal direction opposite, R and W. Shehan, clear? Magnitude equal magnitude and opposite in direction. That's the point. Okay, now 8 and 6 perpendicular to each other. Now we can get this resultant force. Resultant force, we have equation. The R equal P squared plus Q squared square root. This is the equation. If two forces are perpendicular, in lesson we discussed the resultant force equal P squared plus Q squared square root. P squared plus Q squared square root. Then 8 squared plus 6 squared square root. 8 squared 64, 6 squared 36. It is 100 square root 10, right? 10 Newton. Then the resultant force 10 Newton. Then it is magnitude equal and opposite in direction. Then W also 10 Newton. W also 10 Newton. W also 10 Newton. 10 Newton mean what is the mass is asking. In the find the mass. Then 10 Newton mean 1 kilogram. 10 Newton means 1 kilogram. If in doubt, you can ask. Yes. This is good question. A current I equal 1.5 ampere volt flow through a conducting rod PQ is 40 centimeter. The length of the wire is 40 centimeter. In a magnetic flux density, the B equal 2T. It is 2, the magnetic flux density. Okay, I hope this paper, you all have this paper, right? Isuru meka tiyena me paper set එක. This model paper set. Okay, yes, all have, right? Now I will give you another one only structured essay, then that's all. That enough. Okay, now the magnitude and the direction. Find the magnitude and the oh my god, this is stuck. Find the magnitude and the direction both. Okay. Now, what is the question? Magnitude and the direction of the magnetic force. Magnetic force, Fleming's left hand or right hand? Send me quickly. Fleming's left hand law or right hand rule? මොකද්ද දාන්න ඕනේ? Then it. Definitely it is the force finding law is left hand law. Left hand rule. Okay, now what is the magnetic flux direction? Inside to board or outside to board? According to the given data, Isuru, inside to board or outside to board? You're doing in ET these things, right? Inside to board or outside to board? බෝඩ් එක ඇතුළටද බෝඩ් එකෙන් පිටටද? ෂෙහාන්. Very good. The flux direction is inside to board. Inside to board. Inside to board. If you go to your paper, inside to paper. Inside to paper. මෙහෙම ගත්තම it is inside to paper. Inside to paper, right? Inside to paper. Inside to paper. Okay, now in Fleming's left hand rule, you already know the middle finger. It is expressed the what? Current direction. Current direction. And this one, magnetic flux direction. This is the force direction. This is the force direction. Now this is the magnetic flux direction. This is a magnetic flux direction. And current direction, it is current going flow into upward direction. It is given in the figure. Okay, now this is the magnetic flux direction, and this is the current direction into upward direction. Okay, now what is the force direction? Force direction into this direction, question direction. This is a force direction. Okay, I got this. First of all, you need to decide Fleming's left-hand rule or right-hand rule. If you need to find the force direction, it is definitely left-hand rule. Left-hand rule. Which type incident we can use right-hand rule? Right-hand rule. It is induced current. Find the current direction we can find by right-hand rule. Current direction. Current direction. Good. Current direction in a dynamo. We can find the current direction by left-hand rule. In the fan and motor, we can find the force indicate the direction by left-hand rule. Okay, now in answers, answer should be into the paper wrong, to the right wrong, out of the paper wrong, P direction wrong. Then if you found the direction, you can get the answer. Neil, there is no left side direction, no any other answer. Left side, therefore answer number 2. But I will explain how to get the this force direction. We have equation in the lesson, Fleming's left-hand rule. Left-hand rule, we have equation F equal BIL. F equal BIL. F equal BIL. F is an applied force direction. Applied, not applied. The generating force magnitude. It is coming in newtons. Okay, B value is given 2. I value is given. All the condition for this equation, all values you need to substitute in standard unit, SI units. Now 2, the current is 1.5. L 40 centimeter, you have to convert into meter. Then 0 to 0 cancel. Now 1.5 into 4, it is 6. 6 into 2, it is 12. 12 divided by 10, it is 1.2. I got the point. What is this B? B mean Isiru. Isiru, what is this? T mean, what is the unit? T is the standard unit for, remember, T is the capital T is the standard unit for magnetic flux density. Magnetic flux density mean capital B. Capital B standard unit is capital T. What is the T name? Amar. You're doing in 80, right? B unit. Sorry, T mean? Yes, it is Tesla. Remember, Tesla කියලා තමයි අපි කියන්නේ. Tesla. 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 Okay, good, good. Well done. Okay. 2 into, okay. Hari, Isuru, memai. If you want to find the force exerted direction, always we need to use left hand rule. If we need to find එතකොට අපි move වෙන එකක් ගත්තොත් due to movement the current induced direction we can get by Fleming's right hand rule. Now first of all you need to get the force, no? Then force left hand law that you need to decide. Now always the මෙතන මතක තියාගන්න ඕනේ the middle finger it is current direction. This is always magnetic flux direction. Magnetic flux direction. This is the force direction. Then මෙන්න මෙහෙම දෙකක් තියෙනවා. We have two magnetic flux directions. Magnetic flux directions. It is possible to have මෙහෙම එන්න පුළුවන්. දැන් ඔක දීලා තියෙනවා වගේ. Okay, think this green color one is the conductor. Now the current flow into downward direction. Okay, this is a magnetic flux. First, you need to understand magnetic flux. The cross marks mean inside to the plane, inside to the plane. The other one is, this is the opposite one. That we can understand by the arrow එකක් විදියට, like arrow. I will explain. Wait. It is only dot. It is only dot. This is a cross mark. Okay, now think this is a conductor and the current flowing into upward direction, current flowing into downward direction. Hi. Now, that is a magnetic flux direction. That's a magnetic flux direction indication method. Okay, the cross mark mean is a row. If we arrow එකක් ගන්න, if you know the arrow එකක් while moving into inside direction, inside to the plane, what we can see? Yes, Arshad. What we can see? It is cross mark එකක් නේ. තේරුණාද? Arrow එකක් මෙහෙම අපෙන් away from us. When it is moving away from us, අපෙන් ඈතට යද්දී you can see a cross mark. Then you can remember it is inside to the, away from us, inside to the plane. Inside to the plane. Okay, if it is arrow come to my direction, arrow come to our direction, then what we can see? On a dot, right? Only dot we can observe. Okay, then it is away from the plane towards us. Towards us, away from the plane. Make the direction so Let's find the direction. Okay, now first one, Newton's left hand rule. Newton's left, sorry, not Newton, Fleming's left hand rule, left hand. Make maru karaganna pa, it is left hand. Now it is towards to the board, towards to the plane. The current direction is downward direction. Then this is a force direction. This is a force direction. Now the magnetic flux direction outside to the plane. That means towards us. The arrow come towards us. Then this is the magnetic flux direction towards us. That means away from the plane. Okay, and current direction into upward. Current direction into upward. Now what is the force? Force into right side, same direction. Clear? Yes, sir. Okay. If you want, take a screenshot. A rotating wheel used for a Vesak decoration rotates around a center O. It has blue, yellow, and red colored rings. The rotational frequency of each colored rings will be rotational frequency. The rotational frequency, if you know the definition, you can get the answer very simply, right? What's the meaning of rotational frequency? The rotational frequency, simple F. Rotational frequency. Arshad, what's the meaning of the rotational frequency? Yes, number of rotations within unit time. Okay, if you got think one revolution, is there any difference? This is a combined rings, no? These rings are combined to each other. They are combined to each other. Then while rotate one revolution, all rings are rotate one revolution, right? All rings are rotate one revolution. Then how about the frequency? The frequency is same. Frequency, number of rotations rotating within unit time, it is same. Ek time make think 1 minute. Within 1 minute, if this smallest ring rotate 10 revolutions, samely the outer ring also rotate 10 revolutions. It is same. Therefore, FB equal Fy equal to Fr. Yeah, practical. If you think practically, it is very simple. Yes. Other two questions from heat lesson, it is very important to understand. Okay. The below several statements related to thermal energy, heat energy. The heat radiations can be prevented by applying a polished colored surface. Is it correct or wrong? In the lesson we discussed polished and smooth and shiny surfaces. What is the concept? Polished, that means shine, smooth and shiny surfaces reduce radiation losses. That means, that's the meaning. That's the theory. If you got smooth shiny surface. Shiny surfaces, electromagnetic wave, electromagnetic wave, reflecting. The reflecting amount is greater, the absorption is very low. Absorption is very low. Absorption, EM wave absorption is very, very low. Okay, that's we called as the smooth and shiny surfaces. But if you got rough and black bold surfaces, bold mean black and brown and what we called as bold surface, right? Black and colored, actually colored surfaces, what they doing, their absorption is very high, absorption is greater, and reflection very low, reflection very low, reflection very low, reflection very low. Okay, that's why the colored surfaces, due to this colored surfaces word, this term is wrong. Shiny surfaces, if it is changed into shiny, it is okay. But colored surfaces mean colored surfaces absorb lot of electromagnetic waves. Therefore, colored surfaces, we cannot prevent this heat losses by radiation. You know, in thermoplast, in hot water bottle, unwater bottle, inside surface is a shiny surface, not colored surface. Therefore, it is wrong. Having a double ball structure with an old internal vacuum, it is same as a hot water bottle. Heat loss by prevent heat loss by convection, definitely it is prevent heat loss by convection. You know, for convection mean the heat energy transfer by a solid object or gas, solid, using solid molecule, not solid, sorry, liquid molecule or gas molecules, liquid molecules or gas molecules. Okay, now if we can remove these all gases and create a vacuum, internal vacuum, then we can prevent convection, no? Correct. If in doubt, please ask. In the steady state, okay, what's the meaning of steady state? That's always asked in the exam. Exam questions always given, it is steady states. Okay, send your answers. What's the meaning? What's the definition? No, not running state. No, yeah, Adish, 70-80% correct. Isuru, Shehan, what's steady? Amar? That is important for heat lesson as well as in fluid mechanism. No, temperature constant. I'm asking what's the meaning of steady state? That we called again a continuous stage. That also called as Amavi. What's the meaning of steady state? The definition I need. No. No. If it is steady, the temperature constant, that's okay. The steady stage can make. That's the meaning of steady state. That we called as continuous stage. That we also called as continuous stage. Think okay, now this is a rod. Think this is a rod. The steady stage means the amount of heat energy enter within unit time. Think within 1 second, 10 joules of heat energy enter to this. Think it is high temperature and low temperature. High temperature and low temperature. Within 1 second, 10 joules of heat energy enter to this solid rod. In the same time, within same time, the amount of heat energy leaving out from this 1 second, it is same. That's the meaning of the steady or continuous stage. The fluid mechanism also continuous continuity equation. Continuity equation, this is a concept. I think you can remember. Continuity equations, the F1, V1, sorry, F1, not A1, A1, V1 equal A2, V2. Same. The continuity equation means the steady stage. The amount of water, the amount of liquid, the amount of fluid enter within unit time equal to the amount of liquid leaving out from the same time. Okay, that's the steady state. Understood? Amar, Dinit, Isru? That's the steady state. Okay. Again, same time එකේදී entering amount එක leaving එකට equal to leaving in the same time. Okay, in the steady state, the rate of the heat conduction through a insulated rod is constant. The rate of heat conduction through a insulated rod. Insulated means there is no any heat loss. There is no any heat loss. Insulated rod. Heat conduction, yes, it is constant. I think you can remember. Okay, now think this is a rod. This is an insulated rod. Insulated, thermal insulated mean it has thermal insulated layer. Thermal insulated layer for reduced thermal damage. Steady stage mean if there are no any heat energy, if there are no any heat energy loss to the environment, then within unit time entering heat amount, it is equal to within unit time leaving heat amount. That is a concept. That's a concept we discussed in the lesson. Okay, therefore it is correct. It is correct only in insulated condition. If it is heat energy released to the environment, it is not correct. Understand? Due to this word, it is correct. Then make an exam even the in steady condition, the rate of heat conduction through a insulated rod. Make a theonan is correct. I think you got the point. If it is not given in insulated uninsulated rod or normal rod, it is not correct. Clear? Then B statement correct and C statement correct. Answer number 5. Okay, this one also correct. This one also important. Which of the following graphs correctly show the variation of temperature with length during steady stage of heat conduction? Again, same thing asking. Then in model paper, the same point asking 2 questions. Therefore, this is important. Same theory point asking 2 questions. This model paper question you need to take serious. Okay, model paper question, some part of model papers already given in the exam. Not full model paper, not equal to the exam paper, but few points coming in exam. Okay. Which of the following graphs correctly show the variation of temperature? Temperature means this is length. Length we changing, then this is temperature. Not simple T, capital T. Length during steady heat conduction through an insulated rod, as I explained earlier. Okay, now understand, if it is this temperature 100 Celsius, this is a side, this is a B side, temperature 0 Celsius. If we maintain this type insulated rod with this temperature difference, 100 temperature difference with length, how about the temperature? If we, in this is in the lesson, this is experiment, bro. This is experiment. Okay, I think this is my A point, this is my B point, this is my C point, this is my D point, this is my E point. Okay, how about temperature? Now it is temperature like 90 Celsius. It is 80 Celsius. It is like 60 Celsius. It is like 40 Celsius, right? It is like 20 Celsius. The final it is 20 Celsius, 0 Celsius. Now that is a temperature variation. You know, the conduction, thermal conduction means the thermal energy transfer molecule to molecule. Then from this transfer from this nearest molecule to next molecule, only part of heat energy transfer, not fully transferring. It is only part of energy transferring to the next one. Then next this one to next one, again part transferring. Therefore, gradually the temperature is decreasing. With length, temperature is decreasing. Now you already know thermal conduction with length, temperature is decreasing. With length, temperature is decreasing. Hurry. With length, temperature is decreasing. Okay, now what is the answer? Me increasing, then we can remove this increasing graphs. Fifth one increasing, first one increasing. They cannot be first one and fifth one. Now we have 3 graphs. We have 3 graphs. Okay, then මේ තුනෙන් අපි කොහොමද අයින් කරන්නේ? What we can remove? Okay, it is given steady heat conduction through insulated rod. If it is insulated rod, the decreasing cannot be like a curve. It is uninsulated. Normal rod, it is changing like this. Therefore, this one also wrong due to insulated rod. Insulated nisa, maybe there tama adu end out. Then second one or third one. Okay, Amar, Shenan, Chehan. Now, mang dekakata madu karla තියෙන. What is your answer? Second one or third one? Yes, third one is the answer. Why it is cannot be second one? Can you send me a reason? Why it is cannot be come to 0? That the difference is it is stop in this level. It is come to continuously 0. It is with length. Now think, Isuro. Now think if we maintain the temperature 30 Celsius and 100 Celsius. 30 Celsius and 100 Celsius. Then if we increase length in any level, the increase like 1 kilometer increase karat, is it come to 0? Is 0. Now it is not given temperature. Then the one side, if we maintain 0, it is okay. But every time is it correct? Yeah, temperature එකක් දීලා නැති නිසායි ඒක වෙන්නේ issue. It is asking the common graph. The common graph. If it is mentioned the one side of the graph maintain 0 Celsius and other side in a higher temperature, then definitely it is come to final 0. Length maximum it is come to 0. It's okay. But it is not given temperature. Therefore, every time not come to 0. Every time not come to the 0. Therefore, we have to think it is every time this is the answer. Regular normal graph. Yes. Yes, this is a normal graph. This is a special case. This is a special case. The amount of heat required to convert 500 grams of solid ice at its melting point. Okay, solid ice, what is the melting point? Mitu, what is the solid ice melting point? Melting point means melting temperature, right? Melting point means melting temperature. What is the melting temperature? It is 0 Celsius. Melting point means 0 Celsius. Ice melting means ice convert into liquid water. Then it is 0 Celsius. Melting point into ice, then ice convert into ice at 0 Celsius. What I need to convert? Water at 40 Celsius. Then first of all, if you write the this process, then ice at 0 Celsius first need to convert into water at 0 Celsius. That is physical state change. 0 Celsius, then it is increased up to 40 Celsius water. 40 Celsius water, because cannot directly cannot water ice convert into 40 Celsius water. It has two steps. It has two steps. Two steps. If you draw thermal curve, I think you can remember. If you draw thermal curve, if you draw thermal curve, it is ice 0 Celsius. Starting from 0 Celsius ice, it is 0 Celsius. Then first of all, we need to convert into, take some time and convert into 0 Celsius water. This is thermal curve. Then we can increase up to 40 Celsius. 40 Celsius. 40 Celsius. This is temperature. This is time. They are called as thermal curve. Thermal curve, I think you can remember in the lesson, we discussed a lot of the advanced thermal curves. In structured essay questions, possible to ask thermal curves also, this type process. Okay, now this question not asking, I explain for revise. Okay, now it has two steps. It has two steps: 0 ice, 0 water. It is physical state change. What is the equation? ML. ML, I'm going to write here. Then Q equal ML. Q equal ML. Then melted water converted to 40 Celsius water. It is MC theta. MC theta. Q asking the quantity of heat. The M. 500 grams means 0.5 kilogram. L, the specific latent heat of fusion of ice given 3.34 into 10 to the power 5 plus 0.5, 4,200 into temperature difference 0 to 40, it is 40. 0 to 40, it is 40. 0.5 into, you can use calculator. Yes, 167,000. No, with ml. ml, like, yes, 167,000. Plus it is 0.1, 84,000. 84,000. Then make a 200 to make a window. Yes. Arshat, clear? Okay, 47. The schematic diagram of circuit diagram of a potential divider is shown below. Okay, you already know the series circuit means same current the potential, the voltage is divided. Potential dividers mean that if you got parallel circuits, they are current divider circuits, voltage same, current dividing voltage same. Okay, AB equal 250 voltage and output voltage 25 can be obtained between. Okay, first of all, I want to calculate what is the current flowing through this circuit. Okay, how we can calculate the current? According to Ohm's law, V equal IR. V equal IR. The voltage of the system 250. 250 equal I. Okay, what is the R of this AB? What is the ABR? What is the AB resistance? Not 5. It is, no, it is not 5. It is 5,000. If you got 5, you can't do this question. It is 5,000. Why? It is kilojoule. Yes, R equal to resistance is 5. 5,000. 5,000. Yes, 5,000. Now 0 to 0 cancel. I equal 25 over 500. It is 0.05, right? 0.05 ampere. It is very small value. 0.05 ampere. Ampere is flowing through this current divider, voltage divider circuit. Okay, then I equals 0.05 ampere. Okay, now I am going to calculate the voltage difference between A and B. Potential difference between A and P. Sorry, A and P. The first answer is A and P. A and P. Okay, I'm going to prepare a short method. Now, what is the voltage equal? Voltage equal IR. Then you already know. You already know. Then if I multiply with this R between the given answer, then voltage we can calculate. Okay, now you can get calculator and send me I value 0.05, A and B resistance 3000. 3000. 0.05 into 3000. Take the value. Now don't need to write MCQ question, don't need to write everything. 150 voltage, therefore P and Q voltage 0.05 multiply with 0.5 mean 500 kilo ohm. That means 500 ohms. It is 25. Therefore, this is the answer. Okay, let's try QB. QB mean 1,500. 0.0. It should be 75, right? 75 නේද? මේ වගේ තුන්ගුණයක්. Yes. VP. VNP. BP mean it is more than 75. AQ. AQ mean it is more than 150. Therefore, answer 2. 48, easy. A force of 10 Newton is applied parallel to the rough surface on an object of mass 4 kilogram. Mass 4 kilogram. The coefficient of limiting friction is 0.3. Find the friction force acting on the object. Okay, the friction force. Friction force. I think, last week also I explained. Friction force, how many types of friction force? Before that, what's the definition of friction force? The resistant force between two forces. The resistant force, yes, Dinesh. The resistant force between two surfaces. The friction is always resistant force. The friction force always applied, exerted into the opposite direction of applied direction. Okay, now the friction force mainly three types. Yes, the static friction force, limiting friction force, and dynamic friction force. Okay, within 2 minutes I will explain. Friction force mainly three types. Okay, if I apply external force on any object, 10 Newton external force, think the limiting friction force now 20 Newton. Okay, limiting friction force 20 Newton. Limiting friction force. Limiting friction force 20 Newton. Then is it moving? Not moving. How about the friction force? It is 10 because according to Newton's first law, the rest objects are balanced. No? Therefore, it is already balanced by the friction force. Okay, 10 Newton balance. If I increase up to 20 Newton increase, the friction also getting 20 Newton. That's a maximum friction force. That's a limiting friction force. That's a maximum friction force that can given by the surface. Okay, but if I increase up to 25, like more than limiting friction force, remember it is take less than limiting friction, the friction force, applied force more than limiting friction force, the friction force, dynamic friction force getting less than limiting friction force value. Okay, think if you apply the external force 100 Newton now, again it is 18 Newton. If I apply 1000 Newton, the limiting dynamic friction force, it is a constant value, no any changes. Okay, then according to the graph, the graphically expression with this is the this is the applied force, this is the friction force, applied force and friction force. While increasing applied force at static until limiting friction force, with applied force, friction force getting same value, increasing with same balancing. At limiting friction force, after limiting friction force, it decrease little bit, decrease and slightly decrease, and it is constant. Then that we called as static friction force. That is a limiting friction force. That's a dynamic friction force. Clear? Any doubt? Please ask quickly. Okay, now you can understand this question. 10 Newton applied parallel to the rough surface on the object mass 4 kilogram. Okay, now this is object. Mass 4 kilogram. And the surface is rough. The coefficient of limiting friction 0.3, then we can find the limiting friction force of the surface. The limiting friction force of the surface, limiting friction force, F equal mu R is the equation. Okay, the mu is the friction coefficient, is 0.3. 0.3. The perpendicular reaction, what is a R mean perpendicular reaction? You know the weight of the object 40 Newton. 40 Newton, the perpendicular reaction same as it is balanced. 40 Newton. Okay, what is the value? 0.3 into 40. It is 12 Newton. The limiting friction force is a 12 Newton. Then the applied force is less than limiting friction force. Then the object is moving or not? Is this moving? Object is still rest. Then rest objects are balanced. Then friction force is equal to the applied force. Not 12. The 12 is the limiting friction force. Understand? As I remember, lot of guys mark as 12. Wrong. Are you clear? Then Mitu? Arshad? Okay. 49. Water flow through a tap of radius 2 centimeter at velocity 2 ms minus 1. Then the 2 centimeter, it is continuity equation. Continuity equation in the fluid mechanism lesson, I already explained the mechanism. A1V1 equal A2V2, right? The reducer stalk connect to the rubber hose of 1 centimeter radius. Okay, you already know if we got 2 centimeter pipe to 1 centimeter pipe, the water speed is increasing. Okay, that you should idea. Then the 2 meters per second cannot be answered. Find the speed which water exists in the hose. Okay, A1V1 equal A2V2. Okay, the area of the high diameter line, it is 5, the radius is 2, 2 squared into V1, the velocity is 2 ms minus 1. A2 mean 5, R squared mean 1 square, radius, not diameter. Sometimes they given diameters, some questions. Then you need to divide into, you need to careful, divide and get the radius. Then radius 1 squared into V2. V2 what we don't know. Okay, now 5, 2 squared 4, 4 squared 8, 8, 5. 8, 5 equal 1 squared y, sorry, 1 squared 1, 1, 5, 5 V2. Then 5 to 5 cancel. V2 equal 8. V2 equal 8. The velocity of the small pipe, small rubber hose, it is 8 meters per second. That is continuity equation. Okay, final question. Final one. Which of the following show the change in extension? Extension change. Extension change. Extension mean increasing length. While we apply external force, the increasing length of any elastic object that we called as extension. When a force is applied to an elastic string, yes. Calculate the, okay, this is the force applied. Okay, it is not given axis names, and then you have to find, you have to think, you have to consider the, then this that should be the elasticity, right? Elongation, extension. Then it is E. It is E. Stuck. Okay. Then this is the E. This is the applied force. Applied force is given that 0 to 300 side is applied force. It is given. Okay. Now, calculate the elastic potential energy. How we can, what is the equation? Elastic potential energy. Okay, send me, we have two equations. Okay, send me equations. Yes. Yes. We have two equations for elastic potential energy. The first equation is elastic potential energy equal half Ke square. Ke square. Ke square. What's the meaning of K? Elastic coefficient. K mean elastic coefficient, E mean extension or elongation square. But we don't know K now. It is not given. Therefore, we can't use this equation. Then elastic potential energy, the second equation equal half Fe. Fe. That one we can use. We can use the second equation, right? Then half applied force is 300. 300. It is given 1, 2, 3, but the unit don't given. Unit not given. Okay, if we have to normally extension we measure by millimeter. Therefore, let's think millimeter. Then 3 millimeters. 3 millimeter divide by 1000 to convert into meter, right? Fe. It is meter. Now Newton. Then 20 cancel out. 3 into 3 it is 9. 3 to 3, 9. 9 divided by 2, it is 4.5. 4.5 again divided by 10, it is 0.45 joule. Then it is millimeter, correct. Yes, answer 0.45 joules. 0.45 joules. 0.45 joules. Okay, that's all about the model paper MCQ discussion of the 2020-2025. Okay, tomorrow morning we're doing your last class. It is a structured essay. Full structured essay we're discussing tomorrow morning, tomorrow poem. Okay, therefore I'm free. We can do full structured essay. That will be a final class for you before your AT exam. Then I will give you, I will revise again after ET exam. I will give you, I will schedule 2 to 3 very short class to revise and discuss the essay part of the model paper after exam, after ET completed. Okay, any doubt in any question you can ask. We discussed 50 questions. We discussed more than 7 hours, I think. Any doubt? Yeah, if any doubt, you can refer you can refer our previous recording. In previous part, in details I explained everything. In details I explained in everything in first 30 questions in the first recording. Okay, that's all. Then come to tomorrow class with final day. Okay, good night. If any doubt, send me message. No problem, I will help you.